time, y'all. Time for Big Boys Boxing.
I would never let a white boy beat me. I would never let a white boy beat me.
Possible opponent.
Big right hand, he's out.
And it's over. It's over, and it's going to be a knockout victory for Joe Smith.
What up, team? Welcome back to Big Boys Boxing. A second attempt at trying to get the timing right for Jared Anderson versus Rodney Hernandez. The fight is coming up next on the broadcast. We have Jared Anderson, young prospect, 5-0, looking for his step up. He will be fighting Rodney Hernandez, who's 13-9 with 2 draws. Rodney Hernandez has been in there with a fair few decent level opponents. He's the kind of guy that you gotta beat as a prospect on your way up. Only 2 guys have stopped him, being F.A. Ajagba stopped him in 5 rounds and Martin Bacoli stopped him in the first. He has his signature win, I guess you could say, for Hernandez is his win over an unbeaten Laron Mitchell. He got a split decision win over him, so it is what it is. He's also got a split draw against Joey DeWaco. He's also got a unanimous decision unanimous decision loss against Joey DeWaco as well. So it is what it is. I think at least Jared Anderson should be able to get some rounds out of Rodney Hernandez. So let's do a quick sound check, making sure everything is all tickety boo. Getting over to the broadcast, and they're in commercials at the moment, but the 2 heavyweights are next and they are going to come out very shortly. And they're just doing a bit of a promo at the moment for the main event, which is Jamal Herring and Jonathan Akendo. So heavyweights coming up next. Happy Father's Day to all you Kiwi dads out there. Hope your kids have spoiled you. I got myself a cooked bacon, eggs, mushrooms, tomatoes breakfast, so I got a happy belly. Still waiting for the fighters to come out. Shouldn't be too long though. In moments, the heavyweights will come out, is what Joe Tessitore is saying. Two people watching, make sure you hit that thumbs up on your way in. Also, if you're interested in keeping up with heavyweight news, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification button. They're still talking about the main event. Moments away from the heavyweight prospect Jared Anderson, Joe Tessitore is saying. So it shouldn't be too long before we're underway, peeps. Looking forward to this one. Still waiting, peeps. Moments away, they keep saying. Interesting. Jamel Herring had COVID-19 and was actually really quite sick. So hopefully he's fully recovered. Commentators are saying, what did the virus take from him? We're about to find out. Well, not just yet. We've got a heavyweight fight, then another fight, or another 2 fights before the main, so... Come on, get on with it. Get those heavyweights out. I want to see this guy in action. I want to see if Hernandez can put a bit of pressure on Jared Anderson. And see, Hernandez has a decent chin as well, so he should be able to stand up to some of what Jared Anderson throws. Still talking crap, waiting, and waiting. Hey, I'm not sure what's going on with your link there, Andriel. Sometimes does play up a bit. Mine's working fine. Just hit refresh and start again, man. See what happens. Yeah, man. Go to just Google VIP League and then go to boxing. There's a lot more pop-ups that will open up in that one, but it will get you there. Yeah, VIP League. Actually, I can go and drop the link to that one in the Discord as well. Just give me a sec here, I'll get it. And go drop it in the Discord so you can pick it up there. But like I say, there's a lot more pop-ups on the VIP League site. You just got to close them and then go back to what you're doing. It's an HD link as well. But be aware, it's like they're like 10 minutes behind on that stream. Give me a sec here. Still getting through the pop-ups to get to it.
No one's watching. I am.
Right, links coming in Discord. Oh fuck, I've got to open Discord again now. Try and get it out before the stream comes up. Give me a sec here, Andrew. Still waiting. Okay, here we go. The fighters are coming out now. So Jared Anderson is two-time national US champion, so he has a bit of amateur pedigree there. So I've just dropped the second link in that Discord spot, Andrew. Like I say, that one's, last time I looked, was quite a way behind. So my commentary may spoil shit for you if you're watching. Alright, teams, fighters are in the ring. Ring announcer's about to begin. Here we go. I'm not keeping an eye on the chat now, unfortunately, as the boxing is about to start. Excuse any background noise, I do have kids and family home. I'll do my best to speak louder than them. Robert Hoyle was the ref. Introducing Hernandez. He's only got 4 knockouts in his 13 wins, 9 losses, 2 draws. He's got a pretty big beard on today. Maybe a bit of cushioning for his chin. Needs a haircut. Maybe he needs a real job. Jared Anderson. Weighing in at 247.2. Looking trim. 5 fights, 5 KOs. From Toledo, Ohio, Jared, the real big baby Anderson. Fighters coming to the center ring for their instructions. Both looking serious, nobody looking scared. And we're about to begin. Ding, ding, ding. Round 1 is underway. Hernandez comes charging forward with a few jabs and a little bit of a right hook. Anderson on the back foot. Wide stance, throwing his stiff jab. Hernandez tries to rush in, and Anderson ties him up again. Hernandez throws a big right to the body, but Anderson counters with a right to the head. Steps around to the corner, throwing a jab and moving, trying to get out of the way of Hernandez, lunging, throwing jab right, but Anderson throwing that jab out there, stiffening, stiff jab again. Hernandez bobbing, weaving, trying to confuse Anderson a little bit. He's got his hands up nice and high, moving his head. Don't know how long this will last. Tries to jab to the body. Anderson steps around to his left and gets out the way. Anderson looks a bit like, what's this guy doing? He's actually here to try and win, is Hernandez. Couple of jabs from Anderson. Couple of jabs from Hernandez. Posturing in the center ring. Anderson's not moving his head much, but he's sticking a good stiff jab out there. And then a jab right hand from Hernandez. The jabs from Anderson look nice and stiff. Hernandez is looking light on his toes. Lunges forward, goes for the body again, but Anderson steps out the way, and now he's back to his jab as Anderson. Hernandez trying to jab to the body and throw a right, but Anderson's jab is deterring him well. They're back in the center ring now, lots of posturing. Hernandez moving his hands and head. Tried to throw a jab 1-2, but Anderson just judging his distance well, throwing a good jab, then throws a 4-punch combination followed by a right down the pipe. Hernandez is still moving his head, nothing's landing flush on him. Oh, a good left hook from Hernandez. And they get tied up. They're wrestling. Hernandez pushing Anderson up against the ropes, using his elbows, trying to throw a big left hook. Anderson throws uppercut, left hook. Then he tries to stiff jab while his back's up against the ropes, but Hernandez is pushing against him on the ropes. Throws a big left hook. Anderson's moving a little bit, but he's trying to push Hernandez back. He steps around to his right, gets back out to the center ring, throws a jab, right hand, another jab. Hernandez comes back with a left hook to the body. Back to the center ring, posturing. Big lead right hand from Anderson. Hernandez burrows in with his head, pushes Anderson into the corner. Ref breaks him up. Anderson's back to the ropes again. He turns and gets Hernandez up against the ropes. He's throwing a couple of shots to the body, throws an uppercut to Anderson, left hand, and a good left hook. He's gone southpaw at the moment. His Anderson throws a jab, left hand, and that's the end of round 1. For me, that's an Anderson round. Much more accurate work with his defense. Hernandez trying to burrow forward, trying to push his weight onto Anderson, and he's coping well with it so far. He's making Anderson work. And unfortunately, Andriel, that's your first round KO bet down the tube. Will he get it in the next 2? We will see. We will see. Just writing up a score sheet here quickly. And seconds out. Ding ding, round 2 underway. Hernandez comes rushing forward again, throws a jab and then ties up Anderson. He's still walking forward, he's not moving as much anymore as Anderson. Throws a couple of jabs to the body and then a right to the body. Sorry, that's from Hernandez. Anderson's back to his snappy jab. Hernandez inching forward with his guard up, pouring out, feeling his jab, but not throwing a jab. Anderson boxing from southpaw stance at the moment. Throwed a couple of good jabs. Bit of a left hand. Hernandez tries to rush him again. He steps around to his left and gets back out to center ring. Back to the jab. Hernandez still inching forward, not throwing anything, moving his head, but Anderson throws a lead left hand. Then a jab. Still boxing out of the southpaw stance. Anderson's now got his hands up. Double jab, triple jab from Anderson. Hernandez pretty much not doing anything at the moment. Just moving around, inching forward. Anderson's still jabbing from the southpaw stance. Hernandez tries to rush in. And Anderson moves and keeps the space. He's got good feet, this Anderson. He's trying to open up an opportunity to land something big on Hernandez. Throws a lead left hand. He's pouring his southpaw jab now. Hernandez is eating all of them. Nothing substantial being thrown now. The snap's gone out of the jab from Anderson. Hernandez tries to lunge in. Anderson tries to throw a left uppercut, and now they're tied up. Oh, jab, then a right hook from Anderson, then back to the jab. Hernandez is not doing anything. Lead left hand from Anderson. Jab to the body from Hernandez. Hernandez tries to wander in, moving his head side to side, but Anderson's keeping the space and he's landing just about everything he throws on Hernandez. Hernandez is starting to look tired and a little bit hurt all of a sudden. Right left from Anderson, then a left uppercut. Right hook, still boxing out of the southpaw stance. Hernandez trying to walk forward and get in close. Anderson is using his feet well. Throws a big lead left and another, and then a right hook. Hernandez is looking a little bit worse for wear. He's still moving his head around, but he's not throwing anything. He's got his high guard up. It's looking pretty messy. Anderson looks a little bit tired all of a sudden. He's holding the right hand out there and trying to throw a left uppercut. He's holding and hitting and the ref's doing nothing. Double left uppercut while he's holding Hernandez with his right hand. Now he's gone back to orthodox, and that's the end of the round. There was a jab, then a right to the body from Anderson at the end there. Anderson is dominating. Hernandez is looking tired, but it looks like Anderson's slowing down all of a sudden. That's definitely a 10-8 round to Anderson. 10-9 round to Anderson, so it's 2-zip. Hernandez has got to start throwing his hands a bit. He's not doing anything. He's making the right moves, getting in close, but not throwing once he gets in there. Anderson is moving his feet well just to keep enough space so he can work with short uppercuts and hooks. And Hernandez is doing nothing about it. He's just moving his head with his high guard up. Maybe he's trying to tire out Anderson. Seconds out from the third round. Ding ding, round 3. Hernandez not rushing in this time. Standing at distance, center ring. Tries to throw a jab and then throws a combination, but Anderson gets out of the way. Back to the jab. He's fighting out of the orthodox stance now. Is Anderson. Jab from Anderson. Bit of a weave from Hernandez and does nothing. He's still inching forward, Hernandez, not doing much. He throws a jab to the body. 2, 3 jabs from Anderson. Then a 1-2 from Anderson down the pipe and another jab. Another jab from Anderson. Hernandez tries to throw a left hook to the body. Doesn't land. Anderson gets out of the way. Anderson jab. Jab straight right hand. Another jab left hand from Anderson. Lead right hand from Anderson to the body of Hernandez. Hernandez throws double jab and then a right hand to the body. Lunges in, throws one jab from Hernandez, then does nothing. Anderson keeps moving out of the way. Left right from Anderson. And a counter that doesn't hit anything from Hernandez. And then another 1-2 from Anderson. Then he throws a left hook to the body and a right hand over the top, and it lands from Anderson. Lead right hand and left uppercut from Anderson. Then a couple of big straight right hands and a couple of hooks over the top as well from Anderson. Double jab and a straight through down the pipe from Anderson. Hernandez is just standing there like a punching bag. Oh, he tries to throw a big left hook back in close from Hernandez, and that backs Anderson up. Back to posturing center ring. Couple of jabs to the body from Hernandez. Got his head in there low, but not throwing much. He looks like he's throwing pitter-patter punches, just trying to open up something for from Anderson in close. But Anderson throws a big right down the pipe. Then a big left uppercut. Another lead right down the pipe. Lands good on Hernandez. Hernandez throws a right, but he gets countered with a left, with a right hand as well. Anderson looking a bit tired here. Hernandez looks more tired. The punches are getting softer. It's like set-up punches at the moment. But Anderson maintaining distance, keeps pumping that jab out there, and it's keeping Hernandez at bay. Left, right, and then left again from Anderson. A double jab and a right down the pipe from Anderson. Hernandez just walking into it, eating these punches like Weet-Bix. Now Hernandez moves back a little bit, so he's starting to wear him down. Some inside work from Anderson looks good. Uppercuts, hooks to the body, more uppercuts from Anderson in close. Right uppercut, oh, that was a good one from Anderson. Hernandez tries to throw a right hook back, but he looks lost. Another left uppercut from Anderson. Right hook to the body, then a right hook, and then a left uppercut, and that's the end of round 3. Anderson looks like he's having to work, because this guy's got a chin. So that's another round to Jared Anderson. Three zip. At this rate, I don't know if Anderson can stop Hernandez, because he's getting tired himself by the looks of it, which is a worry. Being tired this early, it's not a high volume fight, but it's not that slow. So we'll see how this next round goes. Seconds out. Ding ding, round 4. Hernandez ain't rushing anymore. Still walking forward with a high guard, moving his head a bit. Not really throwing a lot. Looks like an opponent. Tries to throw a couple of hooks to the body as he lunges in, does Hernandez. But Anderson moves around and he's back to his jab in the center ring. Left right to the body from Hernandez. He's trying to throw everything to the body at the moment as Hernandez. He lunges in with his head. Standing in the center ring, posturing. Jab from Hernandez has got nothing on it. Right hand over the top lands from Anderson. Straight over the top of Hernandez's jab. He steps around to his left, gives himself more space, back to range, pulls that jab out there, throws a lead right hand, doesn't really land. Hernandez tries to throw a flurry, but Anderson gets out of the way. He's got his hands down, walking backwards like he's tired. Does Anderson? He's trying to do a bit of showboating by the looks of it. He's keeping his distance, popping that jab out there now and then. Double jab to the body from Hernandez, then he lunges in. Looks like he was trying to grab it. Anderson steps around, back to center ring. He's got head control. Has Anderson. There's a lot less punches being thrown here. Anderson's trying to get Hernandez to throw so he can count him. Throws a couple of jabs. He's sticking his chin out there, trying to say, come on, hit me. Hernandez ain't taking the bait. Couple of jabs from Anderson. Hernandez tries to lunge in with a jab. Anderson throws a counter jab at the same time. 1-2 and a hook from Anderson. Then an uppercut with the left hand. Straight right, then a left uppercut from Anderson. Hernandez doesn't know what to do. Jabs from Anderson, keeping the jab out there. He's gone back to southpaw again. Lead left hand from Anderson, then a jab from Anderson. Left hook again. And that made Hernandez's nose bleed, slowed him down. The left hand uppercuts and hooks are landing on Hernandez. Hernandez is looking in trouble a little bit. Oh, here we go. He's stumbling a bit now. Down goes Hernandez. Down goes Hernandez. Left uppercut and right hand. Left uppercut and left hooks started really hurting him, and the fight is over. It's called off. TKO win. Round 4 for Jared Anderson. Well done. Man, he made Hernandez look like an amateur. Credit to Hernandez. He did try, but he just had nothing. Anderson is levels above him. However, I'm looking at Anderson thinking, I'm a bit worried about his stamina. He's slowed down considerably. He doesn't look like he's blowing really hard at the moment. But 4th round TKO. That's faster than Efra Jugba. Looks pretty confident and happy with himself, does Jared Anderson. We'll just wait for the result. Showing some replays. Left hook. Another left hook. Oh, that made him stumble big time. Tried a right hook that missed. It's like a left uppercut, then a left hook. There was a few punches before that, and it was all from the southpaw stance. Left hooks and left uppercuts. Caught him with one about 5-10 seconds before the knockout punch that stumbled him backwards and made his nose bleed. 5 more punches and it's all over. So Anderson's just getting his shirt on, waiting for the announcement. Alright, so still waiting for this official result. Alright, here comes the ring announcer. Two minutes 22 seconds, round number 4. Declaring a winner by technical knockout, Jared, the real big baby, Anderson. Well done. Passed that litmus test. Now let's see you move on to something. I mean, that's only 6 fights into his career, but he's got the amateur pedigree. There's no reason he can't be moved along a bit faster. Looking forward to seeing how far Jared Anderson can go. Well done, Jared Anderson. Quick look at the chat before I go. Just getting it up. Give me a sec here, peeps. Thank you very much for popping in, Andriel. Appreciate the company. Glad the link worked for you. All good, man. Alright, so that's it for the fight. I hope y'all enjoyed my lame ass commentary, and I shall catch y'all next time. I'm out. So enjoy the rest of the card. So that's it for Big Boys Boxing for today. I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you have, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so not to miss future content. If you'd like to get more involved with the channel, get on the live panel, you can jump over here on the channel and find this Discord invite icon. If you hit that, it will take you to the Discord server. And over here we have multiple ways of getting involved. Firstly, for the live panel, there's this live panel voice channel here. You simply click on it and you're in. Down the bottom here, you got your mic, unmute, and you see your green rings when you're talking and you're away. You can mute when you're not speaking, and to get out, you hit this hang up button. Simple as. Also, we have live fight streams here. Sometimes I will stream a fight to this channel. You can come in here. You can't speak in this channel, obviously, and there will be a video box here somewhere. You just double click on it and it goes straight into what I'm streaming, and out you go. Also here we have Watch BBB games. Sometimes I'll stream my Fight Night Champion games here, or Fight Night Gym. Myself and a few others who are in the Fight Night Club sometimes stream our games to this channel, so you can come and watch. You're quite welcome to. Up here we have general chat. This is where we all talk about boxing with what's going on. Everybody's welcome there. We have live fight links here. If I have a link to a fight, I generally drop the links here within 24 hours once I find the link, so you can come and find links here. Fight replays as well. As you can see, I drop YouTube links here if I have them. This one's for the Serenko fight that happened over the weekend, and also I recorded the Fabio Woodley fight, so you can come and click this and you can watch that there as well. There's also the Fight Night chat here, but that's for guys who are interested in playing Fight Night Champion and talking about strategies, how to build fighters, all that sort of thing. But it's easy to get involved, so all you have to do is get over to the to the Big Boys Boxing homepage and this Discord icon here. Also there's links here for Twitter and Facebook. I don't drop a lot, but news channels, news stories that I don't cover, sometimes I drop the links there, and also a donation link here for anybody who'd like to support the channel. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed, and I shall catch you next time. I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing, and I'm out. So
I would never let a white boy go.